Hello, year 8s. Welcome. We're going to start a series on Musescore, on how to use this software, how to notate music, how to do awesome things on Musescore. So here we go. You've got your first task now. Your first task is to replicate the song by Guy Sebastian, Who's That Girl, on Musescore. So I'm going to go and step you through how to do this. Of course, you can, if you want more detail, I'll do a more detailed video as well. So, first of all, what is Musescore? It's a software where you can put notes onto the computer. It's like word processing, but for music. Benefits of it is you can hear the playback of the stuff that you compose or the stuff that you write. If you write it on pen and paper, you've got to also know how to play it. When you do it on Musescore, it can play it for you. So here's an example of what Musescore can do. Here is Who's That Girl by Guy Sebastian. Here's a song that you'll be copying. Alright, so there it is. Now, first of all, pardon my pet lorikeet. He's quite a noisy one, so he might interrupt us as we go. But what do we have to do? First of all, I'm going to show you the ropes, how to use this software. Boot it up on your computers. I would recommend downloading it and installing it on your home laptops and whatnot, because it's a great one, and a lot of our Year 9 and up, our senior students, use this software to write their compositions. Worthwhile having. It's open source and free. Get it? It's helpful. Alright, now, when you boot it up, go to the New Score button. If you have already got it, you can click on File New. We are doing a song called Who's That Girl. You can fill it in now, you can fill it in later, that's fine. When you go here, you've got to choose what instruments you're writing for. We're doing it for the grand staff. Hopefully you've got one of these. I will also show one on screen when I refer to it. So it's got two lines, a treble clef line and a bass clef line. That's called the grand staff. Go ahead and click on that. Key signature, blank is fine. And so here we have it. We've got a blank sheet of paper with a lot of blank bars called Who's That Girl. First things first, let's add some text to it. There's a bunch of text up the top. The title we've already got. What I want you to do is add your name. Okay, so you can go and right click and go to text and add the subtitle as by your name and your class if you can. That would be helpful. Also, this piece is by Guy Sebastian, so let's add the composer name. Um, 2012. Cool. All right, let's get to it then. So we're going to now learn how to add notes into this. Your task is to replicate it so that your work looks exactly the same as this document, this template. Okay, so the first note, in case you've forgotten how to read music, I've got a little guide here. The notes on the spaces spell out the word face. On lines, every good boy does fine or deserves fruit. We've also got the bass clef there, so we'll check that out later. But here we go. Oh, by the way, I'll go through a few more other shortcuts as we go. If you want to lay your screen out so that you've got the PDF on one half of your screen and your work on the other half, you can use the button, Windows, and left or right. What that does is it makes just your work full screen, or it takes half a screen, and so on. You can have a go at that and get a setup that works well for you. This works well for me. All right, let's start adding some notes down. First of all, you've got to go into the notation mode. You can click on that or hit N for notation mode, and then you can start dropping notes down. Look carefully at the document, see where the note is. Second line up for a G, bottom line for an E. The next notes are quavers. To select quavers, you've got to go to your selection panel, click the quavers button, then you can start dropping quavers. Now, a shortcut for that is you can use the numbers on your keyboard 1 to 7 to select the note duration. Okay, 5 is a crotchet, 4 is a quaver, and 0 is a rest. So on this, you can click on number 4 for quaver, and you can click on the rest button, or you can click on 0 to enter the rest in. Let's check out the notes that we need. we need a C. So click on C. Whoops. Oh, we're adding rest. Whoops. C, D, C, and then we've got a crotchet after that. So you can go ahead and type the first few notes in. Have a go at that. Now, next function that I'll go through is how to copy and paste. You already know about that. The next two bars are exactly the same, so you can go ahead and Control C for copy, or you can go edit copy, that works as well, and edit paste or Control V. Okay, so now we've got the same tune twice. You will see that the first two lines are exactly the same on the top line, so there we have it. We've just copied and pasted it. All right, let's see. Next up, one other shortcut I'll go through. You can read it on the side panel. If your note is an octave higher or lower, if you click G and it's not the right one, you can click Control up or down to bring it up or down an octave. I'll go through how to format your work now. You will see that there are 8 bars of music here spread out across 4 lines. We want the same on our copy so that it looks neater than what we have here. Click on the bar line. If you've missed and you clicked on a note, then just go ahead and press escape and you can select it again. Click on the bar line. The line should light up. Press enter or return and it's going to send you over to the next line, just like if you were word processing. So go ahead and do that. Get the first 8 bars across 4 lines. You will notice there's a bunch of spare bars at the end that we don't need. To delete those, you can go ahead and select them, edit, and measure, delete. The shortcut is Control and Delete. Control and Delete will delete the selected measures. To select more than one measure, you can click on the first one, hit Shift, and go to the last one. That will select a bunch of measures. Then you can go Control Delete. That will get rid of all of them. All right, let's go ahead and add the rest of the notes in. In fact, you can go ahead and do that since I want to, I'll show you the ropes. Now, doing the notes on the bass clef is the same, except the way you read the notes are slightly different. All cows eat grass. C would be here. And we also want to add a G on top of that. So go ahead and add the bottom note as well as the top note. A shortcut for that is you can press Alt and 5. If you press Alt plus 5, you add a note 5, a 5th higher. So 5 notes, 5 steps higher. Yep, so you can go ahead and do that if you want. But what I'm going to do, I'm just going to use the copy and paste function because that's much more efficient than adding one note in at a time. Next up, we've got the notes on A. Then we've got the notes on D. Then down to F and G. Right, so the left hand's done. I'm just going to go and quickly get this part done. Okay. Now, next step that we haven't gone through is you need to add the tempo, which is at the top corner. So that's a text. You can go ahead and right-click. I'll just go from the start. Right-click, text, tempo marking. It will show up with an alert saying that you haven't selected a note or rest because tempos have to be lined up with the music. So go ahead and select the first note, then do the same thing, tempo, text, and you can add lively, speed as 140. Okay, lively, speed at 140. Okay, that looks pretty good. We now need to add the lyrics because this is a song with lyrics. To get to lyrics, it's a text as well, so you can right-click away from the objects, text, and lyrics. Shortcut key is Ctrl L. Now you can just type out the lyrics. Always double check that what you have typed is correct, but it's lined up under the right word as well. Okay, I think there's a comma here, is that right? Yeah. And there's a comma here as well. Okay, there we have it. So all the text is there now, and the whole thing is ready. Just have a quick last glimpse to make sure you haven't got any errors. An easy way of error checking is to simply listen to the tune. To play it back, click on the first note and hit the play button, which is this triangle. Otherwise, spacebar does the trick as well. Should sound just like the song. Alright, so I'm pretty happy with that. That looks like it's all done. Go ahead and save your work. File, save as. And when you save it, do make sure you have your name in your title as well as your class. Okay, I'll just call myself 8Z. Once it's saved, to submit your work, you need to submit both that saved file as well as a PDF so that we can actually see the work that you've done. Okay, so to do a PDF, go to File, Export, and over here, select PDF. Go ahead and save that, and there you have it. You've just finished all your work. Time to upload it onto Google Classroom. On your Classroom, open up your assignment. I'm just using a default one here. Click on Add, File, and over here, you can now find the two files that you've just saved. Those two, and open them up, upload, and once you have submitted that, you're all done. So there's a little walkthrough on how you go about doing this task. Hope you are successful with it. Thank you.